To an outsider, there often appears to be a huge gulf between the American people and the American government. The US was founded on noble and admirable beliefs of liberty and equality. And that seems to be something which is taught to Americans from the very start of their lives, and provides an overwhelmingly important principle by which many of them actually try to live their lives. Their government, on the other hand, whilst outwardly appearing to embrace these noble principles, doesn't seem to have any scruples when it comes to taking these freedoms and rights away if it suits them. In World War II, Japanese Americans were rounded up and placed in internment camps. In the 1960s and the 1970s, with the Vietnam War, this demonstrated that freedom of speech for the American people was determined to be less important to their government than political capital. And now, in the 21st century's war on terror and the resultant Patriot Act, the basic principles of the US are being once again overridden. But you're not on your own in this. The same thing's happening here in the UK. Step by stealthy little step, the democratic rights of UK citizens are being eroded in the name of protecting us against terrorism. So, what the fuck is happening to America? I'd say nothing that hasn't happened before, and probably nothing that won't happen again. We like to think that we have, the right to freedom of speech, the right to a fair trial, the right to live our lives in peace as long as we don't hurt anybody else. But do we really have those rights? Because it seems that we're permitted these freedoms until those in control want to take them away. Now, is there anything that we can do about this? I think there's plenty we could do if there was the appetite, but it requires courage and sacrifice and commitment to see it through, and people simply don't seem to be ready to pay the price. Until we are, we'll continue to allow the steady drip, drip, drip erosion of our freedom, and we will have to get used to listening to people complaining about how bad things are getting, because that's exactly what they're going to do. Because after all, complaining about the state of affairs is so much easier than actually getting off your arse and doing something about it.